Hola amigos, it's Will here at Will's Custom Figures, coming at you today with a big bad breakdown of the one, the only, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart. And for me, this is a very important custom and somebody that is larger than wrestling, that is larger than life, and it has a special place in my heart. So please sit back, relax while I talk you through why and how I made this fantastic WWE legend of professional wrestling and all the details in between. So let's start by why. I created this Bret the Hitman Hart for a customer of mine, David, who's very passionate about his legends within wrestling. He has commissioned me over the years to work on a couple of different versions of Bret, and this for me is probably the favourite that I've ever had the opportunity to work on. We wanted to get that defining moment sort of Bret Hart, the one that captures, you know, all of the that fantastic charisma and all the things that they achieved within the Hart Foundation, as well as some of the great singles run that he had towards the latter part of his career. Now, a bit of a history lesson for Bret Hart. What does he mean to me? Well, Bret Hart to me is the man that faced off against Stone Cold at WrestleMania. He's the man that went one-on-one with Shawn Michaels and had some of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. And of course, his fantastic family heritage with the likes of Stu Hart, Owen Hart, and the rest of the people that they trained, like Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Brian Pillman, and onwards. He stands just under 4.5 inches tall. And let's get into the nitty gritty. I made this guy by using a classic Bret the Hitman Hart base for the legs. The upper body is made from a John Cena. It doesn't actually articulate because there's a lot of clay used here to create the jacket, as you can see, and a lot of details went into the paint work. But the clay really, I find, being sort of draped over the shoulders, and then the hands also being cut with using a scalpel very carefully, and then reapplied at a slightly different angle to give that classic Bret the Hitman entrance look here. And I think that the seam as the hands and from where the forearms join the hands was very slightly overlapping on the angle that I attached them on with. So super gluing them was very, very important. But I knew that the clay on the sleeves, as you can see from all angles, was going to go up and hide that seam where the glue and the forearms and the hands all attached securely. Now I'm going to give you a spin around so you can see the back of him. Used my clay sculpting tools, the steel tools, just to add in some texture. And you wouldn't believe that was a John Cena body looking at it. This is a Mattel head as well that was used here. And I'm going to make some space and pop in the original and absolutely fantastic Bret the Hitman Hart. This is a bit of a worn one that I'll be using for some custom fodder very, very soon. Just move my camera a little bit. And as you can see, stands just a little bit taller, but the glasses and everything else I really think captures that Bret the Hitman Hart that I wanted to see when I was a kid on the toy shelf, but was never really there. So time is money and money is time. So I spent probably about 3 to 3.5 hours painting, probably about 2 hours sculpting. So you're talking around about 5 hours approximately in total. The articulation is not there. There is none. This is just really a sculpture. You could move it slightly at the waist, but you'd have a risk of breaking the back here that is completely made of clay. Now, my final reflections. Bret the Hitman Hart, this is a fantastic figure, but I'm not going to lie, it doesn't capture the Bret the Hitman Hart that I wanted and that I aspire to have within my collection. That's why I wanted to go on this crazy tirade using a John Cena body and all of these different parts to try and capture that one and only look, the true Bret the Hitman Hart that I grew up with and I always wanted to have as a child growing up in my toy box and on my display. So on that note, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. If you want one of these, please feel free to reach out, get in touch if you want to. I could talk you through how to make your own one, or if you want your own one in your collection, I can do that as well. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, from myself and Bret the Hitman Hart, peace.